This is one of my late season spots. So this is something that I totally save until the late season. The key here is a lot of pressure from the gun season and neighbors forcing deer into heavy bedding, and then having food source very close to that bedding and leaving standing food source. So this year is going to be corn, last year was beans. I always alternate it, but this is my main area for hunting the late season. And because it is my main area, one of the things that I learned the hard way when I moved to this part of the Midwest was not planning for south winds during the frigid time of the winter. One thing that I've learned over and over and over again is those south winds, even when it's super cold, those south winds will come in and they'll blow for a few days. And if everything on your app is telling you you need to go, the moon's right, a weather front's coming in, which a lot of times when those fronts are moving in or out, that south wind is going to be there because that frigid north or west wind is wanting to come ripping through. And as those fronts change, everything changes. So the way this is set up, predominantly, if I had a west, well, this would be a northwest wind, west wind, or north wind, even a northeast wind, right there is the spot all day long. But what happens when the app pings me and says, you got to go tomorrow? Tomorrow's the perfect for bottoms plot. In that case, you always have to have a plan B strategy. Plan for the south winds. Plan for the non-prevailing winds during the worst time. I've talked in the past about setting up stands that are the worst of the worst for winds, just so you always have an option when you get that weird east wind. But in this case, on this main food source of this is where I really need to be during that late season, I need to have something that's planning for a south wind. Right now, this wind is actually blowing right up like that. You can see it over there. That is where I would need to be. I couldn't be in this stand over here. So always give yourself the alternative and look at not only what the prevailing wind is for the season that you're going to be hunting a particular location, but find out what is the next in line type of wind condition and make sure you have that plan B, because that's going to keep you in the hot spot longer throughout the season.